What if I told you that the next 30 days could define your entire year's success? See, most CEOs often overlook this, but the ones who don't are the ones who dominate in quarter one. And by the end of this episode, you'll walk away with a proven framework to end the year strong and set your business up for a record breaking Q1 growth in 2025. You'll learn how to turn December into your business's most profitable month, build the necessary infrastructure for future success, and how to create the momentum to kickstart a record breaking year. Plus, I'm going to share a hidden and often overlooked strategy that's been proven to increase Q1 profits by at least 30%, and hardly anyone is using it. See, most businesses wind down, but this is your chance to outpace your competitors before the clock strikes midnight on New Year's Eve. December is a unique window for targeting high intent buyers because they are future planners and they know what actions they take are going to set them up for a successful year. And analyzing and optimizing your marketing strategy so it's naturally building momentum while you take your holiday vacation and creating the support infrastructure that allows that momentum to turn into results without having to slow things down. Now, over the last 20 years, I've helped businesses close the year with momentum and start January 30 steps ahead of their competition. I've seen it happen, and today I'm sharing how you can do the same. See, studies show that businesses with a well planned Q1 strategy grows 40% faster in the first quarter. But December isn't just about planning, it's about capitalizing on timing and untapped opportunities. So let's get real. Now, hey, and welcome back to the Business Real Talk. We are so excited for today's episode. Last week, it was all about talking about your innovative advantage and why this is the answer to making your competition irrelevant. So you have the price elasticity that allows you to charge 5 to 10 times more, but also knowing how to actually create inbound demand so clients are coming to you and you never ever have to chase a lead again. So if you didn't already check that episode out, make sure that you do because it is absolutely a game changer to how you run your business. But today, we're going to talk about what it actually takes to create a year-end marketing strategy that allows you to kickstart your record-breaking year. And it all comes down to what I call the 3P method: people, process, and profit. The first one is people. It should come as absolutely no surprise that people are one of the biggest driving forces in your success. From the people that you attract as clients to the people that you bring in to support your business, optimizing your people factor has a direct correlation to every single touch point of your successful business. And the two biggest upgrades you can make right now to your people are: number one, speaking to ready buyers. Listen, high intent buyers aren't just marketing hype, these are the gold standard. And when it comes to closing out the year strong and building massive momentum, this right here is where it all starts, because the people who want it the most are the people who are already in motion, who are committed to doing the work, who are not willing to slow things down. They want it so badly, they can damn near taste it. And your ability to successfully target their highest value needs and make it crystal clear why you are the only solution to them is the fastest and easiest optimization that will change the entire trajectory of your business. Because if you were able to focus on this and this alone and nail this strategy, you would be 20 steps ahead of your competition. Because while the rest of the industry is hyper focused on virality and speaking to the masses, you'll win because you understand that high intent gold standard clients are at the front lines of buying. So while other businesses will complain about slow sales and that nobody's buying, you'll be filling your programs with clients who didn't just come to buy, but came committed to do the work with you. Instead of focusing on marketing that tries to move someone from a standstill to buying, instead you're focusing on people who are already in motion. So rather than creating an entire marketing campaign that focuses on the 3 reasons you should start investing, you now speak to high intent clients by sharing the 3 fastest ways to create an ROI with short-term investments. So I want you to ask yourself right here, right now, are you focusing on the right people? Because your gold standard leads have their own buying DNA, desire, needs, and action. And your entire strategy from start to finish needs to meet this DNA. If not, it's time to optimize your short term strategies and build out a long term one that meets this new shift. Because I can guarantee you, you are leaving over $100,000 on the table just because of this. Just like my client, Jessica, who came to me frustrated that people were buying at a snail's pace and feeling like her audience was filled with tire kickers. Yet, within 2 weeks, Using our buying DNA strategy, she signed 4 clients into her $15,000 one-on-one program. See, gold standard leads are fast decision makers. They go from cold to sold in a matter of days when you understand and apply our DNA process. This is what it means to be able to create a process, create the strategy that allows you to speak to people who want to make buying decisions and move your business forward. Now, on the other side of the people equation is getting support. I will say this till the cows come home, but getting the right support to solve the right problem is pivotal. I've watched thousands of businesses throw away millions of dollars bringing in the wrong support for them. From hiring a business coach when what they really needed was a business strategist to onboarding a marketing manager, what they really needed was an implementer. It's downright frustrating to bring on support or hire a mentor for things to only slow down instead of speed up. So, here are the 3 questions you need to understand and be able to answer in order to get the right support. The first question: what problem are you solving? The second question: do you know what needs to be done in order to resolve this? And the third question: how will solving this problem affect your business? It sounds pretty simple, right? But let's break it down. Realistically, many CEOs I speak to haven't even taken the moment to answer these questions specifically. And the first is simple: what problem are you solving? So let's say, for example, you're solving the problem of not having enough clients in your business. Pretty clear, right? But now, when we ask the second question of what needs to be done in order to resolve this, you may answer running ads. The problem is, ads don't actually necessarily solve your client roster problem, which leads us to hiring the wrong support or hire. But if you're not sure what you need, or you need someone to tell you how to solve that problem, then you need to skip hiring a manager or an implementer or a coach and get a strategist to audit and identify your focus first. This is why I offer my own sales ascension audit, which allows me to pinpoint exactly what you need to be focusing on right now to bring in more high intake gold standard clients for just $97. So if you want to check that out and get my eyeballs on your business so that we can pinpoint exactly what you need support with, check out the link down below to grab your audit right now. But let's say that you already know. You know that you need ads because you know that you need more leads for your upcoming webinar. But you're not 100% sure how solving that problem will actually affect your business. So now you know that you need to be more specific in the outcome that you want, because when you bring someone on, you need to be able to clearly share with them what your goal is and how you want them to support that goal. Without understanding that, we're making hires that don't drive results in your business. And it's why you get frustrated. It's why you don't feel like you're getting the ROI from what you need. These 3 questions are exactly what will ensure that you're going to get an ROI and focus on the right things. So just to repeat those, write them down if you haven't already. What problems are you solving? Do you know what needs to be done in order to resolve this? If not, get the support and get an audit done that does show you that. And number 3, how will solving this problem affect your business? What is it going to give? What outcome is it going to create for you? And I want you to be as specific as possible. Okay. Now, once you've optimized for people, then it's time to set up the systems that are going to turn your momentum into sales. See, the key to driving more success isn't actually starting from scratch. It's creatively and strategically doubling down on the opportunities where demand already exists. So when you're refining your process in December, it's about using the data you've already gathered throughout the year to streamline the operations, to ensure that everything is set up for faster execution in Q1. The goal is that you're creating efficient systems that don't just function, but they're accelerating your results moving into the new year. So when my clients want to build fast momentum, the first thing we do is we analyze the demand angles that were already successful and we go deeper, not wider. So, whether your intent is that you want to step away from the business for a few weeks to go travel, or you simply want to build a solid strategy that makes January your best month ever, it starts with you analyzing the best angles of demand that have been successful previously. This data is what's going to give you everything from new ways to position your previously successful offer to building out a simple and automated marketing system that's going to indoctrinate your audience. So an example of this is maybe you did a specific program that sold really freaking well in quarter 3. What you want to be able to do is possibly take that, repurpose a piece of that program as an opportunity to bring lurkers into your world. Or maybe you had a podcast episode that brought in dozens or hundreds of leads. Turn that episode into a Q&A session that leads people into your program. See, by identifying and creatively amplifying these demand driven opportunities, you're not just using what works, you're maximizing the impact with precision and strategy. This approach is what's going to ensure that every effort that you put into in December is laser focused on producing measurable results. And it gives you the ammunition to create a 2025 strategy that's already winning. So, a simple way to do this is sit down and create what we call your top 10 hit list. It's a list of the top 10 offers, emails, episodes, posts, etc. that you can draw from. Now, when you start looking at this, you're going to review the data. You're going to look at what went into this. What insights can you take from this so that you can refine your marketing processes? This isn't about tweaking every single aspect. It's about doubling down on what's been proven to work and eliminating inefficiencies. So you might be looking at your data and thinking, I have no idea what to do with this. And if that's the case, let's chat. This is where I can come in and help you draw on parallels and patterns and show you exactly what we can take from this so that we can optimize this information and create a marketing masterpiece. Because your December strategy is the perfect time to create systems that support ongoing growth. You want processes that are going to accelerate your ability to get from ideation to execution faster without compromising quality or results. And bonus points, when you do this, you are not only optimizing your sales and marketing systems, but you're creating an easy and seamless handoff system to your team itself. So now that we've talked about how we can leverage the processes that we have and refine them and build them to accelerate the results in your business, it's time to translate that efficiency into what every business ultimately needs: profit. See, 2025 is the year where your business doesn't just generate more revenue, but where it becomes the most profitable business in the process. Think of it this way: the streamlined systems and strategic insights you've built in December are like the foundation of this well oiled machine. So, to make that machine produce at its highest capacity, you need to ensure that everything you're doing is directly tied to revenue growth without pulling you down in the process. This is where we shift the focus from the how to the why, ensuring that every strategy, every system, every step you take is designed to generate measurable returns. Here's the hard truth: 2024 was hard for a lot of businesses. Even those who have been successful for years, they saw their revenue take a nosedive. They've watched their businesses go through massive shifts to keep up, and it made a sizable dent in their profit. The reality is, the scalable business as we knew it is dead. It's no longer about how successful your business is on paper or social media, because we've watched businesses who are at the top of their game in February close their doors in October. Why? Because while they were massively successful on paper, behind the scenes, their businesses were struggling to keep the lights on. Bloated teams, expensive marketing, and the cost of running a business became more than most people could take on. And because of those things, businesses couldn't show up, market, and just be successful. It required more. The good news? Experts are winning. Those who have prioritized client success will continue to see growth because while marketing is great, and as a 20-year marketer, you may be shocked to hear me say this, it cannot make up for the reputation you build through client results. I want to repeat that. While marketing is great, it cannot make up for the reputation you build through client results. That's why the most important focus as we close out the year and move into your breakthrough year needs to be prioritizing your business for success that scales, where profit and client results take the lead, and where your business account is so padded, you could take a year off of your business and be perfectly fine because you're not just building a here today, gone tomorrow success story. You're here to change the world. And that means you need the profit that supports that level of change. So here's the hard question that I want you to ask yourself: which of my programs are bringing in client wins consistently? And the second piece is, how can I improve those results? Here's the kicker: I want you to be able to double down on what's working. Those programs, the offers, the services that are consistently delivering client wins. But I also want you to be brutally honest about what's not working. I want you to ask yourself, which offerings aren't pulling their weight? Are there inefficiencies or misalignments in how I'm delivering results? Because profit isn't about revenue, it's about efficiency, sustainability, and making every dollar count. So, as you refine your focus, let this be your guide. I want you to prioritize profitability through purpose. Your business needs to be lean, impactful, and resilient. That means cutting what doesn't serve your mission or your clients, investing in systems and people that amplify what's already working, and aligning every effort with your larger vision, one where your business thrives not just today, but for years to come. Because when you anchor your decisions in these principles, you're not just creating a business, you're building a legacy. So let's turn this into your most profitable year yet. I want you to remember the scalable business isn't dead, it's evolved. Success is no longer measured by surface level metrics, it's measured by the impact you make, the clients you serve, and the profits that sustain it all. The decisions you make in December will directly dictate how you show up in January and whether or not you start 2025 ahead of your competition or scrambling to catch up. So here's how to keep the momentum going. Number one, you're going to set your priorities. I want you to take the next 24 hours and reflect on everything we've talked about here today. I want you to identify the biggest gaps in your people, your processes, and your profit. And I want you to create and start thinking about the strategy that comes together to fixing them before the year ends. This doesn't have to take up all of your time. This doesn't have to be something where you feel like you're giving up your holidays in order to achieve that. And if you need support, reach out because I'm more than happy to help you. The second piece of the puzzle is taking small but intentional steps. Listen, the goal here isn't for you to hustle your face off in December. It's not about fixing everything overnight, but it starts with taking one small strategic shift, something like knowing who your high intent clients are, looking at your process and auditing it, or focusing on your most profitable offer and then building momentum from there. I want you to be able to understand that the success you want to see in 2025 starts in 2024. It starts with taking stock of what you've done, identifying where those opportunities lie, discovering a strategy that's actually going to drive results and build momentum now, not in 2025. And the third and final piece is actually investing in your growth. Listen, if you're serious about making 2025 your record breaking year, you're not going to wait to January to make moves. Whether that means bringing on a strategic thinker, automating a system, creating an irresistible offer, or just bringing someone in to tell you what you should focus on in order to really create the strategies and the investments that are going to pay off in quarter one. This is the step that smart CEOs understand and take right now because they know that it's going to pay off, that it's going to put them ahead of the game. It's going to allow them to create the momentum, drive success, create the most profitable year possible while also setting up 2025 to be their record breaking year. And this is the power of the ECS method, where we're creating sustainable and scalable systems that create those record breaking years, but we're doing it year after year. And the first step is developing your innovative advantage. I'm going to be completely real with you. Competition is at an all-time high. I don't care how many years you've been in business. I don't care how many people want to tell you that competition isn't a real thing and we don't need to worry about it. The reality is you need to be able to understand how to create your innovative advantage in 2025 and beyond. This is your chance to be able to win the market, to render your competition irrelevant, to take your expertise to a completely different level. I want to be clear, this isn't about marketing hype. It's about actually carving out a space in the market for your innovative solution, whether or not you already know what your innovative solution is and you just don't know how to articulate and communicate that, or if you're not sure what your innovation is, or if what you're doing is innovative enough, we're going to help you identify where that gap is in the market, how that gap can be solved, whether or not your offer actually solves for that right now, or what we can put in place that's going to resolve that right now. You become the only solution to high intent, ready to buy clients. And it's how my clients are able to charge 5 to 10 times more and have clients who are happily lining up to work with them. Now, once you have that step in place, the second step is simply amplifying your innovation. And we do this through what we call a bingeable decision system. See, as experts, we understand that it goes beyond simply having hype around your work. We want to create a transparent and strategic approach that drives decisions so that you can get people saying yes to your highest price programs before they even get on a call with you. So our bingeable decision system leverages the power of the Netflix effect to create this automated conversion pathway where leads can actually binge their way to an easy yes. This is the answer to creating an acquisition system that mirrors your premium client's natural decision-making process so they can come in easily and quickly make decisions with zero hesitation and say yes to your highest price programs in a matter of hours with zero hesitation. Once you have that in place, Finally, it's about delivering world class results. We'd be remiss to say that business is all about client acquisition. The reality is, your success and the longevity of your business is really hinged on how you're able to support your clients at scale. This isn't about creating one to many offers or memberships and throwing things out there just to try and make a buck. It's about creating what we call a happy client machine that allows you to ensure that you're creating the highest level of service without being fully dependent upon you. So you can create the delivery system that's going to scale while creating happy clients who rave about your work, because that's the key. This is what allows you to create a business that is here for decades to come, that allows you to create the foundation and the infrastructure that allows your business to grow beyond you. And it's what we call the easiest method difference. I want you to be able to experience what this looks like. And the easiest and fastest way for us to do this is to hop on a no pressure growth optimization call with me. This is your opportunity to see how we can apply the easiest method in your business. And no matter what, you will walk away with complete clarity on how to optimize your current strategy for growth. So I want to invite you to book your call right now by heading on over to easyesleads.com/call. And I promise you this will be the most illuminating call you'll ever have. Now, if you're new around here or you just want to take a deeper dive into how the easiest method works so that you can get your leads to sell themselves with a simple and scalable 3-step system, I want to invite you to check out our on-demand training on the Netflix effect. This mini series will take you through the exact process of what it takes to actually create a system that gets leads to sell themselves. So you can check this out now by heading on over to easyesleads.com. Now, as always, I want to just take a quick minute and thank you for being here. And we appreciate the time that you spend with us. It means the world to me if you could take just one quick minute to rate, subscribe, and share this podcast with a friend so that we can expand our movement and help experts be able to create a business that changes the world. So until next time, here's to keeping it real.